The best zone in the game awaits. Pleasant Valley, here we come. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Challenges meta series. We are taking on the Archivist challenge, and very close to being done at this point. We are just inside the tunnel on the way. Yes, that's me. Do we even need the lantern out? There's an argument that we don't, so let's try without. Just to be extra creepy and atmospheric. We are just inside the tunnel leading to Pleasant Valley. So I'm just going to meander down this direction and pretend I'm not afraid of the dark. What the crap? All right, there's no more light. Hang on. I can kind of see ahead of me, but yeah, this is okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. I don't remember that being a complete collapse. Okay, I see what happened. Okay. Back to the atmosphere. Yeah. See, I was expecting this fork a little bit sooner. We can go that way if we wanted to check for some loot, but this way we'll go just out to the... hello? Why am I up against a wall? What the hecking heck? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep the lantern out, because apparently whether it's a blizzard, whether it's the dark, like, I think I know my way through this freaking tunnel, and I clearly just don't. The fork that I was at just a moment ago, I could have sworn, maybe I'm thinking of the tunnel, and that's what it is. I'm thinking of the tunnel in the opposite direction. I'm thinking of the path coming from Pleasant Valley to Coastal Highway. Alright. Yeah, so I feel a little bit better now. I was very confused. Yeah, so a moment ago when I saw that fork, so if you're coming the opposite direction, there's a fork that leads two directions. One direction is to the top of this staircase, and the other direction is over there to that broken off area. And I thought I was at that fork. But no, I'm on the other side of the mine, genius. Wow. 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 Alright, so it is not quite yet the middle of the night, which is good. Let's go ahead and put the lantern away, because we are already through the mine.
Right about now.
And thankfully, we also need to do just a little bit of snacking. So let's see. Looks like there's some lantern fuel there. That's well timed. There's a revolver cartridge. Okay, let me drink some sodas to lose some weight. Which is not something you hear every day. But in this case, that was 1 whole pound. And 1/10. So that was useful. And I can still eat a little bit more. Let's go ahead and chow down on 1 or 2 of these Zap bars. Energy bars, basically. Actually, literally energy bar. It says energy bar on the package. Alright, let's go. Oh, hello, my old friend. How are ya? Long time no see. Hopefully our arrival to this zone will not be too violent. I am on a beeline right now. I know exactly where I'm going, so it's just a matter of safely getting down to where I'm going without getting mauled by an Aurora wolf or an Aurora bear. The last thing that I would want to happen right now would be an Aurora bear to sneak up on me when I didn't expect it and kill me because it's an Aurora bear and I wasn't ready, and then have to restart the Archivist challenge because those are the rules. And as much as I've joked about trolling the comment section by holding on to things that I don't need to hold on to because there's so much freaking loot in these challenges, that is one troll I assure you would not even cross my mind. It makes me smirk as a thought, and that's about it before my brain goes, no, that's truly horrible, you're not an evil human being. Most days. So, maybe don't do that. And then the more mischievous part of my brain is like, okay. And that's the end of that conversation with myself. By the way, I am fully aware that said Aurora Bear could be inches from me right now if I'm not careful. So there's a wolf right there. And I want to keep my head on a swivel. So if I'm a little quieter over the next few seconds, you know why. I see the bear back there. All right, we dodged that bullet. All right, first location coming up. And then we just have to visit Signal Hill. So right now, things are looking pretty good for knocking out Pleasant Valley in one episode. I have to say that they're looking pretty solid. And I'm looking at the timer on the episode right now thinking, do I do it? Because I do have to travel to Timberwolf Mountain, but as I said last episode, I am fairly confident now that I know where the last place is that I have to visit. I'm not 100% confident, but I'm not going to look at a map that, especially on challenges this easy, that would feel like cheating. All right, so here's the general store. Let me poke my head in here. This is going to be some hilarious deja vu. All right, it's not you, apparently. Oh, yes, it is. New buffer memory added to journal. Hey, Doug. Hope you're good. I wanted to ask you about Tom Joplin. You remember him? He lives over on Skeeter's Ridge. He started saying some funny stuff the last couple of weeks whenever he visits the store. He doesn't look well, but, you know, we've never gotten along really well, especially since Linda got sick. She knew him best from Milton. Does he have any other family on the island that you remember? I'd rather not head over there and check on him myself. He might not even see me if I did. It's not the same here since you and Denise moved away. I guess I could get down to the mainland to visit more often. I think about leaving for good more and more, or leaving for good more and more. With no one left to talk me out of it, it's looking more likely than ever. But there's still the winter ahead, no matter what I decide. Yeah, you don't even know. Just let me know about Joplin if you can. And remember, brother, don't be a stranger. Danny. That's like the friendliest note we've read so far. So I guess my question is, somebody said that there were multiple, yeah, I can't get anything else to happen. Somebody said that there were multiple memories that could be read at each location. And I was not aware of that, obviously, because I've only read one at each location. What they may have meant, and I'm reading a commenter's mind right now without their ability to respond, so I apologize, but you can let me know in the comments if this is what you meant. What they might have meant is that there are multiple different buffer memories that can spawn, that can be chosen by the game for a certain spot. But you can only read one at a time. But it could also be possible that there's like, that I've missed a button prompt a few times. I don't know. Who even knows? So now we're headed to Signal Hill. And we're not going to make it to Timberwolf Mountain during this aurora. That's just, I don't think that's reasonable. But what I was kind of thinking out loud about a moment ago as I was approaching the store is... I'll put it to you this way. If this episode seems unusually long to you as you're looking at it, starting, we're just passing the 9-minute mark now. If you're looking at the rest of the episode going, oh, look, there's still another 40, 45 minutes or something. Well, now you know why. Either that, or depending on the timing of, like, kind of where I'm at once I leave Signal Hill, we'll have a more normal length episode and then just one focused on getting to the end of the challenge tomorrow. So either, what that does mean though is that either tomorrow or the next day, barring an absolute catastrophe on Timberwolf Mountain, we will start either Hopeless Rescue or Whiteouts, both of which are higher difficulty challenges. Not too much more difficult, but we're working our way up from this first step on the ladder at last. And I am ready, let me tell you. All right, so there's Signal Hill, and we've got a good ways to go, even just to get to Signal Hill. So that's what I mean when I say it's going to be a moment. We could technically, like, beeline a little bit and try and walk straight toward it. But, number one, we do have the benefit of walking on the road right now, which is helping us move faster. Once you step onto the snow, you'll slow down a little bit. Number two, beelining through the wilderness of Pleasant Valley right at the end of a series that I've been talking for 3 or 4 episodes in a row now about how I'm ready for this to be, like, finished so that we can move on to the next challenges. Running into wildlife, dying, and having to start over because I will follow my own rules would be the ultimate slap in the face to everyone here. So I'm going to try my best not to let that happen. And we're going to stay on the road. We're going to stay on the road. But thankfully, we're already passing the barn. You know what to do, nobles and champions. Alright, and there is Signal Hill now much more directly ahead than it was a moment ago. See, even just while I was talking about why I wasn't going to, you know, just beeline straight to the lights through the wilderness, we've already managed to cross a significant part of the distance. It seems a lot closer even than it did a moment ago. My God, this game is beautiful. Definitely, I know I've said this already, but I'll repeat it. Definitely my favorite part of this challenge has been the guaranteed auroras. It makes me want to play around with aurora frequency in some of my custom codes. Not necessarily for a series, but maybe. Could be fun. And it would certainly make for a more visually appealing series where you had more, like, if every night had a higher likelihood of looking like this, I would want to watch that series a little bit more. You know? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and poke my head down this direction. Alright, so I need to climb up there. I'm frankly just enjoying the view. If you're wondering why I'm quiet. It looks nice. almost to Signal Hill. It's crazy how fast this is going by. I'm definitely going to have to just enjoy the view from up top when we get here. As much as you think I'm doing that already, believe me, I am definitely not. Because there is a spot up here to the right that is more visually appealing than any view we've had yet this episode. It has been a while. I think when we were up here on the Nomad Challenge, it was considerably less of a nice day. Oh wait, did I go all the way? Yes, I did. Oh, wow, the opening is on the side you were already standing on, you big dummy. There you go. I thought that was a wolf. That lamp right there. Okay. Let's poke our heads in here. Well, isn't this lovely? Great news! I got word yesterday there might be a piano again down in Milton. Only a dusty old upright, it sounds like, but still. The manager at the credit union pulled some strings and had one delivered from the mainland so the school could do sing-alongs and stage some plays. I had been down there a few times to play some Bach on the church's old organ, but it's just not the same. I have to gas up my dad's truck tomorrow, so I might drive down there and take a look. I hope it's been tuned since it came off the ferry. Alright. I'm going to grab that Stacy's grape soda while it's staring me in the face and drink that. Okay, I don't think we're going to make it to Timberwolf Mountain in this episode because there's a good amount of traveling to do. And I'm not convinced that we're going to make it. You might have seen an editing break just now. Let me explain what that was. Remember just a moment ago where I was like, if you're wondering why I'm quiet, it's because I'm enjoying the scenery. I was also sweating bullets because I was looking over at my new recording software, which I'm less familiar with than the recording software that I've used for years. And I was starting to wonder whether or not I was capturing video. And I had data that suggested that I was, but at the same time, it didn't look exactly right. So I was... Forgive me for talking about technical details for a moment, but I just want to explain the editing break you just saw. So what I'm going to do, I know just a moment ago I was saying I don't know if we're going to make it to Timberwolf Mountain. I'm going to go ahead and finish the series this episode. It does mean I'm going to have to, you know, obviously stitch 2 episodes together. You've already seen that happen just now. and that'll take some time to compile, but one of the reasons I was slowing down and backing off of that in my verbiage in the last few moments is I was terrified that I had not recorded video for one of these last legs of the journey. And thankfully, obviously, I have. So we're good. We're not going to make it during this particular night, I don't believe. But we'll get close. And that's good enough for me. Yeah, I was literally sitting here. I could feel like my body temperature climbing. I could feel like my face getting clammy. Like, that was not a fun sensation. So that was why I clammed up in more ways than one as we were approaching Signal Hill there, because I was terrified. So if, as you're watching this, there seem to be any video or audio sync issues with this episode, if so, I'm not going to sweat it. I'll just upload what I can do, because I haven't actually done any editing yet on the files output by the new software, so it's all going to be a learning experience for me. If you're newer to the channel, no, I don't normally discuss technical details this much during recording, but since I've just come back recently, I'm working my way back into old routines while also learning some new software that is definitely a lot better than what I was using. And so I just want to be transparent about that process as it continues to evolve. Going really well overall, though, so pardon my dust. All right, there should be a break in this fence somewhere. And there might be a wolf nearby, so I need to be careful. I'm actually going to veer back this direction a little bit. Because if I want to get to Timberwolf Mountain quickly, I kind of need to be on this side of the zone and go straight back. So that's what I'll do. Also, do I have more coffee? I have some that I could make. That's one thing I wish I had thought to do the last time I was near like a fireplace. I mean, I could make one right now. Just make a fire. But the last time I was in like a house with firewood and stuff that I could break down for logs and such. Because what I could have done, obviously, is just made a bunch of coffee and used that extra energy to power this last kind of sprint, if you will, to Timberwolf Mountain. I wasn't entirely kidding about enjoying the scenery, though. But I was definitely, while enjoying that moment of from that top cliff. Listen again. Go back and listen. See if you can hear the fear in my voice. Because I was genuinely terrified. So I paused for a moment, made sure I had video. I did. Let out a giant exhale. And now we're going to finish the Archivist challenge. Okay, so I think I will need to cross this bridge to the right. I'm looking for wolves. Yep, need to cross this bridge. Oh, there's one right. Oh, no, that's just part of the log siding. Okay. Need to cross and then pretty much head straight back this way after I cross. Another method that I could have used, I could have just stayed on the water, come to think of it. And I may still somewhat do that. Yeah. As soon as I hang a left here, I'm going to try to look. I think I even see what I need to... I think I see the landmark that I'm thinking of right now. If so, that's going to be sheer luck. Because what I'm trying to find my way up to is Scooter's Ridge, basically. And there is a way you can climb up to Scooter's Ridge, but there's also a way that you can just walk up to Scooter's Ridge. I did not take that route in Nomad, but I can take it now. Perfect. All right, I'm starting to get tired, though. Need to be careful of that. So yeah, we're definitely not making it to Timberwolf Mountain tonight. But it'll give me time to rest up and kind of become a little bit more certain of where I'm going. And yes, this is exactly where I needed to be. Perfect. All right, so that's a good kind of mental note. I didn't even need to get off the water. So if you go straight back from the farmhouse on the river, it leads you directly. I'm sure I knew this in the past and I've just forgotten. But it leads you directly back here, which is the base of the walkway up to Skeeter's Ridge. And there is a cave up here too, so I'm going to be able to use that to get some rest. And maybe even make some coffee. That's the thing that could happen. I just have this, like, permanent grin on my face right now because I feel so much better than I did about 5 minutes ago. 7 minutes ago now. Okay, so we're going to veer up this direction. This is the right path, thank God. I think there's still a little bit of climbing to do. I'm trying to remember the exact way to go about it. Or maybe there's not. Obviously, there's the climb into Timberwolf Mountain. I haven't forgotten that. There's some branches snapping. And we are almost there. Oh yeah, the log. I forgot about this. I very rarely take this route. I usually climb up the rope that I did in Nomad. Such a nice night. There's a fun anxiety-inducing thought just while you're crossing a log that's precariously placed between two very, very tall cliffs. Just stop halfway across and enjoy the view. Realistic survival protocol. Absolutely. Okay, now here's the cave. There may be some goodies here for me, and if so, I will welcome that. Yep, got Summit Soda. Hey, dead guy. Nothing there. Something in the backpack, maybe? Fishing tackle and another Summit Soda. Let's go ahead and see what we've got here. And I do need to rest. Yeah, a little bit of cedar firewood. At this point, I don't need the coffee. I just need to rest and get up to Timberwolf Mountain because I'm pretty sure I know where this spot is. Ish. Alright, feels like 45 degrees right now. And I mean, the sun's about to come up too, so we will be okay back here. Let's see. I don't think I need... I'm just going to drink these Summit Sodas because they'll solve my hunger problem and definitely solve my thirst problem. The nice thing about a Summit Soda is that even if your thirst fills all the way up, if you still have room on your calorimeter on your stomach, then you can drink all you need. So, let us... Yeah, about 8 hours of sleep is what I need. And I want to be fully rested, so let's do it. Now would be a terrible time to discover that this is actually a bear cave. All right. Timberwolf Mountain, Chasm Cave. I am reasonably confident that I know where that is. Maybe. I'm going to drink what basically amounts to some of the last of my water right now. But it's partially because I want to make sure I'm not carrying too much stuff around. Why am I moving so slowly? Okay, there we go. This game sometimes. All right. It is midday. It's foggy, that's good news temperature-wise. I hear a lot of crows. Oh my god. Oh, I know why. Yeah, we're near the plane crash. So, dead bodies and such. I actually think I'm about to walk up to the top of the slope. Yep. Alright, so on any other day, I would be raiding everything you see for supplies. At this point, we just don't need to. We're going to beeline for the end of the challenge. See, there's some frozen airline food there. It is so strange. So strange to not be looting this plane, because it's definitely one of the most loot-dense spots in Pleasant Valley. And one of the reasons I like Pleasant Valley more now as a zone, to be honest. Okay. Again, deja vu. This is really similar to the path we just recently took in the Nomad Challenge, but the difference is this final location for the Archivist Challenge is in a bit of a different spot. Yes, I was just checking what you think I was just checking. Not that it's even necessary at this point. I think, barring wildlife attacks, I think I'm going to be in pretty good shape. I could really... I would love it with all my heart, though, if the game... That's a deer. Okay. If the game could give me just a little bit more visibility right now. That would be really nice. Okay. I knew there was a hunting blind somewhere. That's why I was saying I wanted more visibility, because I wanted to be able to see it. So now if I go this way, I should find my way pretty quickly. I'm just going to grab a few last supplies now that I can carry stuff. If I need to make a fire to make coffee, I'll just grab sticks somewhere and make a quick fire and make some coffee. And make some water too. Hey, it's a demon. You know, even on lower difficulty like this, playing this game is always such an experience. It's the art style, it's the music, it's the voice acting, the balance of the mechanics. Just what a masterpiece The Long Dark is. I really mean that. It's amazing that, I mean, here we are, the game released to early access, or released, to early access from Kickstarter almost 10 years ago now. Yeah. It's crazy to think about that. All right, so we've arrived, and I'm just going to go for it. So the name of the location is Chasm Cave. There is a cave in Timberwolf Mountain that is not really a cave. It is just a large opening with 3 separate entrances and exits that is covered by a section of rock and snow. And because this is the final episode, I'm just waxing philosophical on this because you guys can't comment and correct me. Not that I would mind necessarily if you did, but I'm just telling you, this is what I'm thinking, this is where I'm going. I'm either right or wrong, and by the time I see your comments on this episode, we'll know one way or the other. Yeah, it's actually not unlike this, but rather than having an exit on 2 sides like this one does, the cave I'm thinking of has an exit on 3 sides. And I think that's the one. If I'm wrong, then I have made a terrible mistake, and this episode's going to be even longer than I joked about it being a moment ago. But I'm committed now, so it is what it is. I don't think anyone's ever complained about a long Dark episode on my channel, so there you go. That caught me by surprise. Timberwolf Mountain. Okay, here we go. Also, really quickly, let me go ahead and if this gives me food poisoning, I swear to God. Okay. Could you imagine? I would have lost my mind. I don't want to, like, randomly worry about starvation. My energy level is not great. I have at least 1 climb to do if I'm going to quickly make it to where I'm trying to go. Although not necessarily. Again, I know which cave I'm looking for. I don't know exactly how to get there. I just know that it's near the bottom, and I know which direction I'm going to try to take in order to get there. The weather's pretty ideal right now, though, because I'm not having to worry at all about coldness, about temperature. I can just move, which is nice. All right, so we're coming into the clearing now. We're going to start to see a few airplane pieces. Make our way. So we're still in deja vu mode because I'm following the exact route that I took to get to the Mountaineer's Hut in the Nomad Challenge. But we're not actually going to even stop at the Mountaineer's Hut. We've got all the supplies we need. So there's the wheel. I'm going to instead kind of wander out over the lake. I'm going to look for a certain climb spot. And then we will more or less be where we need to be. I think. Then all we need to wait for is a break in the weather. Because we're not going to get that last buffer memory while the weather's bad. We need things to be nice and clear so that Aurora can shine nice and bright. Okay, so Cattail Pond somewhere near here? This is the more obnoxious part of this fog, is that... Yeah, I'm going to kind of veer this way. Oh, no. That doesn't look right. Gosh. This zone. If it weren't foggy, I would be able to see exactly where I'm going. And once I'm up the first rope that I want to climb, everything will be fine. But while it's this foggy, this is what I didn't want to happen. I just had to go talk about how playing the Long Dark is such an experience, and it's great, and I love it so much. And the game just goes, hold my beer. Watch this. Have fun. Okay. Isn't this where I just went, though? Feels like it, kind of. Man, can you give me even just a little bit more visibility? Please? Oh my god. Is this a dead end? No, it's not. Am I leaving the zone again? It's normally such a straight shot, but I feel like I veered slightly left or right when walking towards where I was trying to walk. And I just can't see a thing right now. This is so stupid. Okay, hang on. This is the worst. This is the actual worst. Okay. This looks different. All right, I hear a wolf somewhat closer now. Okay. Whatever they're circling is overhead because their shadows are right above me. Oh, wow, this is... Where am I that there's this much of a drop-off? I hate this so much. Oh my god. Let's just go to Timberwolf Mountain. I know where we need to go. It'll be fine. Okay. See, now I might have really gotten myself into a pickle. Hang on. Can I just, like, pass time for an hour so I can see stuff? Please? You know what? I'm gonna do it. Give me visibility. Look. I'll do it again. I don't feel bad. Give me Thank you. Good lord. Oh my god, what? Alright. Oh man, alright. 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 Cool. 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 Can I make it down there? Yes, I can. It'll be a little bit precarious. Oh my god, is this the river up... Yes, it is. Man, this zone, I swear, just a little bit of fog. So this, I managed to wander off to the left, basically. And now this is the lake. Holy crap. All right. But now I actually have my bearings, and the night is coming up. The downside is I'm getting tired. Thanks to passing time while not doing anything. That was a waste. The things I get myself into for this series. Okay. So there's the Mountaineer's hut, right over there. I'm not tired enough to where it's going to affect my climbs yet. And we're coming up on the rope that I need to get to. So I'm hoping not to encounter any woodland friends on the way. Like that. Go away. Okay, where is the rope, though? There it is. Okay. So this is, I mean, I've got the crampons, so I will be able to make the climb a little bit more easily than I would otherwise, but I'm probably going to get tired while making this. So this is going to be an interesting moment. Yeah, you can already tell from my climbing speed. If I didn't have the crampons on right now, this would be highly problematic. I do have some stims on me, so that's helpful. Yep, I'm getting tired, as predicted. Okay. Now, I will have to rest for a little bit once I find my way to a cave. I think I just heard a bear. I know that there is a bear down at the bottom of that climb sometimes, but all of a sudden I'm like, is there a bear at the top of the climb? Nice little hidey hole there. Okay, now if I swing around here to the right, I believe there will be a cave. It's not the cave we're looking for, but the key thing is that it's a cave I will be able to dip into, I believe. Okay, no, there's a climbing spot. Maybe the cave is more up here. Alright, so there is a climbing spot without a rope there, but... Okay, this is not what I remembered. Okay. Once I get to the area where I remembered, because I've been in Timberwolf Mountain recently. Hi, bear. Hit him. I don't even want to deal with you right now. Go away. I just want to get to my cave so I can sleep. We're so close. And you can see the spot where I hit him.
I think I need to lay down.
And you can also see his tracks where he ran off. Oh. Oh, just kidding. Alright, so that's the bear's cave, I think. Now that one hit is not necessarily going to result in a dead bear. It could, but not necessarily. I'm surprised I can't still see the trail. Alright, so now if I hang a right up here, I think I'll see that cave I was talking about. Maybe. Gonna keep an eye out for that bear. This zone and I are not friends yet. Get there eventually, but right now we're not friends. So there's a wolf. Okay. Let me kind of poke my head up this direction a little bit because I feel like the cave that I'm looking for is close and I don't want to wander away from it by mistake. I do hear bear crows. And I also see stalactites indicating a potential... Nope. Oof, this sucks. Where is that damn cave? Alright. Well, what I'm going to have to do is double back and sleep in that bear cave and hope I don't die. Because at this point, like, what I was hoping to do is just find my way up... Where the heck am I? Here we go. What I was hoping to do is find my way up to... Like, I thought if I climbed the rope where I did, that I would round a corner and then see a cave entrance. But this is my fuzzy memory for this zone, because I've never... As I mentioned in the last episode, I've never committed a huge amount of time to learning the exact way around the labyrinth that is Timberwolf Mountain. Alright, so I still hear bear crows. That tells me the bear is still up. I want to find him and kill him before I sleep in his cave. Where are you? I can hear the bear crows, but I can't actually see the bear. So it makes me wonder if he ran up and got stuck somewhere up on those rocks, which is possible. I hate to be doing this much backtracking, especially when I'm already pushing a long episode, but I'm ready to wrap up this challenge, so let's do it. All right, we're going to take the risk.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
Oh, thank you for that, Jennifer. Now we know how dusk works. All right, let's pop a bedroll down right here in the corner. I don't know for sure that the bear actually patrols into the cave, but if it does, this could be problematic. All right, so I need to sleep for like 8 hours. Or more like 9. Let's go ahead and just get 9. And hope we don't get mauled in our sleep. Fingers crossed. Holy crap. He's here. Where are you? It might not actually be in the cave. It might just be nearby and I can hear it. Sounds like he's just to the left. Yeah, I think he's outside the cave. Oh, yeah. Right outside the cave. Or possibly above the cave. Wow. That's 4 shots. 4 shots. Well. That was fun.
All right, gotta get some help.
Okay. Well, we know the corner of the cave is safe. I'm just hoping he doesn't aggro, because if that happens again, we're dead. I hit him once before the sunset. And apparently that was not good enough. In addition to the 3 shots I just hit him with to drop his aurorified self. Holy crap. We're just gonna...
That guy who drank
We're gonna
his own
have to
pee
lick
doesn't
our
seem so
wounds.
crazy
Do I even
right
want to
now.
look at my clothes? Oh boy. Well, here's a nice fun ending to the Archivist challenge. This might not be the final episode after all. I might have to lick my wounds and sleep. Oh, the night's almost over. That's good.
Man, all I can think about is
I'm going to
food.
get into this very corner here. Because I might be able to recover. Alright, tell you what, let's do some first aid while we're laying low. Because I need to get some antiseptic on that. Alright, the infection risk is gone. How's the bedroll? That's one very important question. Alright, bedroll's okay. So I can sleep here. But this has been a very frustrating arrival into Timberwolf Mountain. So I hate to do it because we've had a long ending-ish episode. I might even have to like put in a little disclaimer at the very beginning, which of course you would have already seen at this point. And the funny thing is, I'm not certain that the location I'm thinking of is the right one. I could be wrong. Let me drink some water. Tell you what, let's see if we can get away with this. Yeah, if 4 total shots... I mean, granted, the Aurora might have healed the bear. The mechanic might work that way. Annoying as that could be. Come on. I just want to put my bedroll down. Thank you. Alright, so let's see if we can get away with a little bit more rest. Because I need to recover some health. And the good thing is, with the sun rising, things will get a little bit calmer. Ooh, what an ending. Okay, so I'm only going to get like 4 hours of sleep. That's assuming I don't get mauled in my sleep right now. So for the second time in just a few minutes, cross your fingers. Because I do not want to restart the Archivist challenge. Okay, I woke up fully rested. And having reached that save point and recovered a little bit of health, this is somewhat good because I'm fully rested and now I can find my way around a bit while also doing a little bit of repair. This series could go a little bit longer than I thought it would. I really did feel like I was on rails. So I'll stop this episode here. In the next one, I'm going to feel my way around Timberwolf Mountain. This is... It didn't look like what it did in my head, obviously. So I'm just going to have to find my way to the cave that I'm thinking of. Once I'm there, then I can get to Chasm Cave pretty... Like, I know what it looks like from the spot that I'm thinking about in my head, but the spot that I'm thinking about in my head is clearly in a different part of the mountain, so I have to get there. And that's where I don't quite know how to go. And I'm not going to look at a map. I don't want to, especially on, like, again, it feels wrong to me. So being a little stubborn, I know, but in the next one, I'm just going to see if I can find my way to that proper location. Let me stay nice and low here just for safety's sake. Okay, good. We're still low. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, especially that heart attack at the end, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along if it's not your first time, or even your second. Look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.